know, you gotta get steady. You got see that? You're off.
Okay. So it looks like this guy's got to come back a fair amount. Or I can go.
A little over.
More?
That way. Just turn it.
See, this one's weird. I can't rotate this piece, which is kind of weird.
So that's fine. All right. Okay.
Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
What about the pitch?
It could come up instead of down. Okay. All right.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
We all right?
Why the lighting on that one is not okay. Good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I think that'll work.
All right. All right. You're good.
Settle there.
Yeah, you're good. Because we are live.
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning?
Hey, okay. Start. All right.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Chris and Bec Show.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Happy Wednesday. How's it going? So we're a day late today because we were in school yesterday.
Right, we was definitely in school yesterday. So me and Bec is part of a modeling company, and in anything you do in schooling, there is training.
There's training.
So we had a lot of training we had to do.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So how was your weekend?
Weekend was good. Recovering, a lot of recovering. Well, it was Father's Day, so I had family did a fantastic job. I had the balloons, had cake, so
nice.
I was gonna eat some cake.
I love cake.
Yeah.
What kind of cake did you have?
So it was a variety of cake. Like it had red velvet and had red velvet chocolate and coffee cake and I think German chocolate cake.
Yeah.
So
I think it's
I was like
chocolate.
a little,
That's a general
I was like a little big kid that had all 4 slices of the
just
cake.
a sliver. You know, you do that, right? I'll just have a sliver.
Right.
And you sliver that cake till it's gone.
Yeah. So that was pretty good. But yeah, so I had a great time. Still recovering, but I claim a healing over my knee. Remember that last following week I did mountain bike riding, and that didn't go too good, but I made it through. So, but yeah, Bec
skinned his knee up pretty good.
Yeah. So my knee swelled up, and
so lots
everything.
of positive vibes to our friends. So he's getting better.
Absolutely.
Get back on his bike
Absolutely.
eventually, perhaps. I don't know.
Well.
Not sure.
I think I'll be out there taking pictures of the guys as they going through the loops and stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Hey, so we wanted to show you guys something. Check it out.
Oh yeah, Bec. Our new coffee cup came in.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Chris and Bec Show.
Chris and Bec Show.
Isn't that awesome?
New coffee cup.
Yep.
So pretty soon you will find these coffee cups online under impactwaterllc.com. If you want your very own coffee cup from the Chris and Bec Show, and you could join us every Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock a.m.
Yep.
You have your coffee cup ready.
Have coffee with us.
But the unique things that the audience don't know yet, Bec, is we're going to sign it. We're going to sign each and every coffee cup that goes out the door.
Right.
Right.
It's a little token of our appreciation.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we're also going to donate. So what's a good
10%. 10%
10%?
of all
Okay.
proceeds we're going to donate to St. Jude's Children's Hospital.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good.
It's great.
Yeah.
And we're if you guys have a specific charity that you would like us to consider, absolutely.
Absolutely.
We're not locked into that one. That's just
Yeah.
the one that we chose to get us launched.
Yeah.
And so do a little reading. They're wonderful. But yeah, let us know if you have a preferred one and we'll do that.
Yeah.
So,
That'd be good.
yeah, so
That'd
easy
be
to
really
do.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, we'd
absolutely.
love to do that. So we didn't really do anything. My husband is still trying to get better.
Are you still sick?
Yeah,
Wow.
he's got a gnarly bug. I don't know. It's kind of now settled a little bit in his chest, and so, but he'll be all right. We're just gonna trying to keep him well fed, nourished, and lots of rest. And
we have to definitely you take a lot of vitamin C.
yep, he's doing all of that.
Okay.
Yeah. So it just how sometimes colds just take a while to sort of get all the way out.
Yeah.
And especially a cough can sometimes take a little bit of time to get rid of.
That's
But
true.
I think he's on the mend.
I tell you what,
Yeah.
if he was around my mom makes some mean home cooked chicken soup, like the home.
The legit.
Oh my
chicken
gosh,
soup.
that right there, could knock it out.
There is value to that. I mean,
Yeah,
it's not an old wives' tale.
Yeah.
It's not. It actually is true. It will help you get on. It has all the nutrients you need, but that's why.
Absolutely.
Obviously.
Yeah. Wow.
But anyway, so today's topic.
I'm excited about today's topic. We've been advertising about today's topic, and so for those that just tuned in, once again, this is the Chris and Bec TV Show. This is Chris and Bec TV Show, broadcasting every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So if you're on the East Coast, you're 2 hours ahead. If you're on the West Coast, you're an hour behind. So every Tuesday, our platform is on YouTube and it's under Impact Water LLC. So I encourage you guys, go over there to YouTube, follow us there, and subscribe to our channel because we're going to be doing some live take outside, and it won't be showing on
the streets.
Yeah, that's good. That's right, on the streets. Right, absolutely. So definitely, guys, tell your friends and family, share this video today. The topic that we're talking about today is on
the landscape of love today. Relationships.
Love. I got my favorite color on. I got red on, and that's one of my favorite colors. You got
favorite color.
Yeah, blue's mine too. So I figured what setting would be a great setting to have the colors that pops, and for love. So you guys. Sometimes I'm on social media, I see a lot of people, they're getting married and stuff, or in a new relationship. So that's just awesome, so.
Congratulations to all you newlyweds out there.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right. So our topic today is about love. Once again, our segment, Chris and Bec TV Show, is about different waters that we talk about. Spring water, purified water, and distilled water. And then / we talk about healthy lifestyle. So under healthy lifestyle, we could add different subject matters. And one of them we did last week was about protein.
Yes.
And so this week we were talking about love. So everything healthy is a key component that we could put everything on there, right?
So if we keep our emotions in check and we have everything good in our relationships as best we can make it anyway, typically speaking, the rest of your life will go really well as well.
Absolutely.
So because everything in your heart is healthy and happy. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So let's dive in.
Yeah, go ahead. So I just did a little quick jump. I was kind of curious. So what has changed over the years between like back in the day when my parents were getting married as compared to now. And then we could talk about, your parents as compared to now. I mean, there's a difference in age. And so, I mean, for my parents, there was like this big courtship that would happen, right?
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Huge.
do tell.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like, you have to, like, go meet the father and the parents. And you have to actually go in and meet them and make sure that dad likes you and all that kind of thing before you're allowed to take the daughter out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there's not just, once you've dated, then now you're sort of going together, you get pinned.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of more, in my mind, more of a romantic era,
Sure.
where everything was proper. It's not that we're not proper, it's just that we've evolved into a different sort of feel for what it's like to court someone.
That's true.
Right?
That is true.
And so what was your experience?
So I was like out and about, so I wish we would have did a live take on it. So it was just getting a perspective on what the young people, this generation, how their view on love and in relationship. And I know what you're talking about with females back then, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was more on security,
correct,
right?
Mm-hmm.
And I believe now security is not that big of a token with the new generation. It's more of independent.
And equality. Conversations change.
Yeah, it has changed. And they still believe in love, but it's just a different facet way of they looking at it or something like that.
Well, I think, over time, back in the day, like when I was a young lady, the mother oftentimes stayed at home.
True.
Nowadays, you'll find both moms and dads will, either the dad will be at home or the mom will be at home.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
true.
I still think that we have this drive to want to, rear our children, one of the parents being home. Sometimes that's a challenge. But anyway, so we just swap those roles. I mean, back in the day, that just would not have happened. The
True.
lady is the one that would stay home.
Right.
But I know several stay-at-home dads.
True.
And so it's a matter of working together to meet the end goal.
Yeah.
And nowadays, it does take that teamwork and understanding about each other's needs. So,
That's true.
But,
yeah, that's true. So I'm going to do a lot of reading from this laptop today. I was just diving into it. So it started out, love is a profound and multifaceted emotion that transcends simply definition. All right. It encompasses a range of feeling from deep affection and attachment and compassion, empathy. Love is the force that binds families, sustains friendship, and kindles romance. It inspires acts of kindness, selflessness, often drive an individual to prioritize the well-being and happiness of others above their own. Well, that's deep within
that's
it.
Really
that's deep within itself.
Yeah.
Whether experienced as a fleeting moment of passion or a lifelong commitment, love shapes our experience and interactions, enriching our lives with meaning and connections.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was pretty deep.
Well, and I know that a lot of people, they just don't have that sort of peace in their life. They just sort of don't know where they fit. It's so important to feel like you belong,
right.
and love, to be loving and friendly and kind and giving is so much easier than not.
Absolutely. I agree with you on that, Bec. I'm jumping ahead, but to love your neighbor, love your friends is a whole lot better than to try to be envy towards them and stuff like that.
Well, and kindness has a ripple effect.
Okay.
And love has a ripple effect.
All right.
It's like you shot him with a dart almost.
All right.
Yeah. And so once you got that in you, it just fills you, so anyway, go ahead. I just kind of got off subject just a little bit, but I just don't know if people realize that sometimes love plays a major component in just your inner peace. And are you denying yourself that?
Okay. So comparing to our past to now, love is still the core foundation, right?
Hmm.
It's just different people view it different now,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Um, so you think about that, or
Yeah, kind of. I just feel like, sometimes I think sometimes life can get in the way. We get so busy with our lives, we forget why we partnered with our partner, like if we're
okay,
married already or if we're seeking a partner.
right,
Um, just because we, enjoyed their company, they make us feel good, we make them feel good. It's a give and take, all
right.
encompassing relationship.
That's true. I agree with you
But
on
when
that.
you get into the real world after you've gotten married and things start settling in and now kids come along,
Right.
this is where things become more challenging.
Why is that? Why does it shift from when you was courting, you're dating,
Hmm.
and now you're in a relationship, and now it's like, oh, I gotta run over here, I gotta do this, you gotta go do this, who got the kids,
Yeah.
all this splitting and moving,
Well,
you know.
it's not, I mean, like even in the animal world, it's like they do this whole big fancy dance and all that. Oh, look at me, look at me, look at
Yeah.
me. And then once they're, have gotten together, the fancy dance is over.
Okay.
But,
Gotcha.
that doesn't mean that that's the way it should be.
True.
I mean, I feel like, and I think a lot of people probably feel this way, is that a relationship needs to be nourished.
Absolutely.
And
I
you
agree
can't
with
you
you.
can't just put the seed in the ground and not offer water.
Right.
It's you have to work like it's your garden. You've got to take
You
care
gotta
of
take
it.
care of it.
You know.
I agree with you. So one thing that I adopted is like you gotta some families they do like date nights,
Uh-huh.
right? And I think when you talk about the seed, you gotta keep fertilizing it, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like the farmer, they go out, mend the crops and take out the weeds, you know what I'm saying? So you have
Mhm.
to definitely protect yourself from outside forces,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So spending quality time with each other.
Mhm.
I know life could get so busy, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's ripping and running. Everybody got jobs. They got ripping and running.
Right.
But I think to set aside a day where it's just you and your spouse or your partner
Yeah.
is a very important
It
thing.
is. It kind of gives you guys an opportunity to get plugged back into each other, to settle down, and actually listen
True.
to what is happening, and to see,
Yeah.
just the two of you.
That is true. That is true right there. All right. So let me read some more. Okay. Now we're diving into look like it seemed like um the multifaceted nature of love, the psychology, sociology, or some words. They throwing some words
Some
at
big
me.
old words.
Yeah, and the physiological
Physiology.
perspective. So these theses explores the complex, multifaceted nature of love, examine the psychological, sociological, and physiological dimension of integrating insights from psychology, sociology, philosophy,
Philosophy.
philosophy. It aims to provide a comprehensive understanding of how love influences humans' behavior, relationship, and social norms.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So that's a lot of components.
That's a lot of components.
It is, So forgive me, I was pushing through these words, but we're
You
going
did great.
we're going to keep
You
going
did
here.
great. But
So,
yeah, I mean, and so it's kind of like when we were talking about the effects of, your electrolytes
okay,
and the effects of your protein intake. Any of these things, love has an effect on you physically,
right.
on a cellular level, just like everything else. Emotions do,
So,
and it's a good thing.
all right. So let's.
Yeah.
Okay, I know you were saying about protein and
Yeah.
cellular. So you're comparing what's going on inside of your body.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
on the same retrospect of dealing with love.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it has an effect on you more than just that warm, fuzzy feeling. It's actually having a neurological effect on you as well, a cellular effect on you as well. I mean, we've all heard of endorphins, and then those, you know, things that we feel when you get all gushy when somebody you really care about's around.
Yeah.
I mean, that you feel that way because there's hormones that just got released, and your nervous system is reacting to your situation, so it affects you. And so when you go out in the world, like I said, it's like that ripple effect. And so if I see you at the store and I go, you look great today, you look so pretty, you know, what do you figure is going to happen when he leaves me?
The mind you're thinking about.
Yeah, you go, that was, but you go home and tell your
factor. So, all right, moving forward. Let's see where we at here. Love exclusive concept has been subjected of fascination inquiry across various disciplines. These thesis seeks to dissect the interactive layer of love, investigating its origins, the manifestation, implications. The study all will address the following question: how does love impact individual psychological well-being? Okay, so that's one question right there.
Yeah. Pretty much what we were just talking about, right? Yeah.
Oh my goodness, why my YouTube froze up here? Okay. I tell you, technology is something else, but when it locks up good.
Do you need to adjust something?
Let's see if you could scroll it a little bit. Just scroll up.
Just go like that.
No, scroll the app up. Okay, don't get rid of it. Let's see.
Bring it back down.
No. Okay, and then scroll. Yeah.
This way.
Scroll those off.
Take them off.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks. We'll be right back while we get
one.
this sort of. Oops.
Go.
This one.
Yep. Okay, come back in with that. There we go.
Oh, I got it.
All right.
Got too much going on the phone.
So, pretty soon we'll have assistants to help us keep the movement going. So I apologize for that small little hiccup there. But anyway, back to so when love impacts the individual psychological well-being, what are you thinking about that?
Yeah, I mean, because like I was just saying, you know, it really affects you from your head to your toe, basically. You actually present an aura almost when people have that sort of feeling inside them, and other people will, without you even saying anything, will sort of pick up on that aura.
Okay.
So
that aura is about
your energy.
The energy. So okay, so is that a love energy? Or is that just...
It could be perceived as that.
Okay.
I mean, it just depends. I mean, so like as an example, if it was a courtship situation, you'd actually be emitting pheromones.
Okay.
And so the pheromones, along with that physical energy of that love or that feeling that you're sort of emitting from your person, that your receiver will, if they're receptive, that is, they'll feel it.
Okay. So is that the same token? I know that a lot of times when you get around animals, some animals could tell the energy that you give off towards them.
Yeah.
Some will come running up to you, and some be like, back up, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Bite you. Yeah.
Right. So it's always a good thing to have good energy.
It is, yeah.
Good energy will definitely administrate out.
Yeah,
right?
Because people pick up on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow.
I mean, how many times have you been, here's a perfect example, how many times have you been out and about and you're just feeling really good, you're having a really good day, and people just for some reason will want to engage you in conversation.
Gotcha.
Why is that? Is it because they like how I look? Is it because I like whatever about da-da-da? It's because you're emitting this beautiful energy. They're attracted to you.
Attracted to it.
So love reaches out and it causes a ripple effect to
Okay.
people that are in your space.
I like that. That was
Yeah.
good, Beck. And then another thing here, it says, what role does love play in shaping social structures and culture practices?
Well, it's that family. It takes a village.
It takes a village. Yeah, all right. It takes a village.
Yeah.
All right. How have psychological interpretation of love evolved over time? So, I mean,
That's a pretty good question.
Yeah.
And I don't really know the answer to that.
right.
It feels like it's different to me, the way
feel-
people perceive
Love.
love and how to express love. What do I need to do to show my partner, aside from the physical,
Right.
what do I need to do that's going to show my partner that I love them, that I care for them?
Oh, so as you bringing that up, I don't know if you guys check out love language. There's 5 love language, and when you talk about your partner, so some partners reciprocate differently, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so your partner might be into like acts of service, like always want to do stuff for you, right? That's their way of showing love for you.
Right.
So if you don't recognize that, and then you might think he's not, or he or she's not spending a quality time that you expect from your loved one, but his love language is saying, I could do anything for you. Let me go to the store for you. Let me do this for you.
Mm-hmm.
Those are acts of service. So until you guys get on the same wavelength,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to miss each other.
Right.
So I recommend you guys Google 5 love language and take that as a quiz. Take the quiz, and that'll let you know what is your top. Because you could be acts of service, or I think it's quality time, affirmation. So you might want someone to build you up every morning going out the door. You're coming in the door. I believe in you. You're going to do great today. Those
Right.
affirmation is somebody's love language. So you have to know what love language you need to administrate to your partner for them to get the reciprocal out.
Right. And, and trying to understand, where they're coming from and why they feel
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we kind of, sometimes it's a little bit hardwired. Sometimes it's a product of our environment.
Yeah.
But either way, to understand that language that each other are speaking to each other that are nonverbal,
Right.
is really critical.
Yeah. Very critical.
Yeah.
And through the years, when you're in your 20s, well, you make some dumb decisions,
Oh, I know that.
and then right. And as I know, I have evolved over through the years,
Oh, yeah.
and understand the process of the language from a female stands for what they want, what they desire, and I'm pretty sure you learned that on the guy's side
Yep.
what they love and desire,
Yeah.
and how to communicate that. And I think communication is a big plus.
Humongous.
Yeah, I think you got to
Humongous.
communicate with each other on a daily basis to really stay connected,
Yeah.
to know what each other
Mhm.
pulses, how everybody's feeling.
Yeah.
And I know sometimes, you might say, how you feeling, how you doing? Oh, I'm fine. But they're not really
They're not
fine.
really that
Yeah,
fine.
so we have to really own up to how we're really feeling and express how we're feeling.
And get yourself to a place with your love partner that you're comfortable with saying what's on your mind.
True.
I mean, that's a big component to really getting there as far as that long lasting, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It comes with that honesty piece, and understanding that if there's an issue, it may not be an issue to you, but it might be an issue to your partner.
Right.
Consequently, guess what? it is an issue to you.
True.
So when you guys do have these lovely chats where you're really expressing how you feel, just know that it may not be affecting you, but it kind of is because it's affecting your partner.
True.
So.
And you know, and some people deliver how they're feeling later. Instead of like dealing with it right now and then, they rather deal with it later, or they attach it to something else and then compile it. Now you're dealing with two different subject matters. Like, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah, hold on.
Right, you know, so we have to be able to communicate with each other to know how to express how we're feeling. Do we add more stuff to the pot, or we deal with one thing at a time, you know? So.
And taking that date night time is a good opportunity for that.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
you don't have to go out to have a date night, guys.
Okay.
Go for a walk.
Yeah.
Go to the park.
Go to the park, yeah.
You know, take a couple a couple of soda pops or something cold, you know, whatever, a snack. Have a little picnic, just yourselves. Just, you can be very inexpensive, but it's just you guys, you know, eyeball to eyeball. Away from technology, away from those things that distract you, and just about you guys.
I agree with you on that.
It doesn't have to cost money.
Absolutely. I agree with you on that. Absolutely. All right, so we're going to dive in a little bit more. I tell you, they got me on these big words.
I love it, though. This is great. This is so important. I mean, not just in our personal interactions with our partners, but also with the people out there that we interact with on a day-to-day basis. Just coming to the table with love in your heart. It just is going to pay off in spades for everybody involved. It's that positive affirmation, because that person will go home and tell their loved one, guess what happened to me today? And then, hey, guess what happened to my wife the other day? Or guess what, you know? And the next thing you know, people start feeling that warm and fuzzy.
Right. And that's what the world needs. The warm and fuzzy, just, you know, love on each other. So the psychological dimension of love, the theories of love, the attachment theory, theory of love on the emotions, love on mental health. Okay, so it's love on mental health. Okay, the impact of love on psychological well-being, self-esteem, emotional resilience, neurological of love, the role of hormones. Oh my goodness, what's that one? Neurotransmitters. In the experience of love. Woo.
This is what we were talking about just a minute ago. You just said it in fancy words.
Oh my goodness. They load me up with some big words today.
So neurotransmitters, you guys, are like, so when you have two nerves that are coming together, you have two pieces like that. One of them is going to have these neurotransmitters, and these two nerve cells, once those neurotransmitters are emitted, now they can have a connection. So that's what's happening, you know, when you say the connection. Well, it's a neurological connection. It's not just all in it's everywhere. And so it's the synapses of those two neurons can actually fire because of those neurotransmitters. So those are the feel-good neurotransmitters. Just like if you need a muscle to fire, same thing. You have emotional neurotransmitters too.
Gotcha. So to equate all that is when you're in a good, peaceful mindset with your loved one, I believe if you're linking up, you could do more together. If there's peacefulness in that atmosphere, right? Love and atmosphere, I believe that you're able to entwine and pull out greater things out of each other, you know, to do greater things.
Well, if you guys are on the same path and you're working towards the same goal, any obstacle that comes down the path, you're going to be able to tackle it together and find a solution.
Absolutely.
And then once you're able to do, I mean, think about that. I mean, once, if you're working together as a team, then when you do accomplish those things, the gratitude and the gratefulness of being able to share that experience and know that you won at the end of the day together. And then it's smooth sailing after that. So approach your problems together as a team
I like
so
that.
that you can experience the win
Right.
at the end of the day.
Yeah, approach your problem together as a team so you can have the wins for today.
End of the day.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, that was good. That was really good.
It's so easy to sweep them under the rug.
Right. And then that brings in the scope of kids. So a lot of times, the kids know how to play each parent, right? They might go to the dad and say, can I do this? Or go to the wife and can I do this? But if the parents are linked together, then when the kid goes to one, go ask your mom, and so we all be on the same page.
Right.
So there'd be no misunderstanding. So working together, like the statement you just said, is the key to that as well.
You can get over just about any hurdle together as a team. But if you're antagonistic with each other, or you just aren't able to communicate with each other for whatever reason, those battles are going to seem so much huger.
Absolutely.
Than if you're together shouldering through it.
All right. So chapter 2 here, it says social culture perspective on love on society, how culture, norms, and values shape expressions of love, romantic relationship, the evolution of romantic love, historical changes in the perception and the practice of romantic love. All right. Love in a digital age, the influence of technology and social media on modern relationships. Woo! All that involvement of technology shifts how we perceive about love.
Yep.
But love is still the key nucleus.
It is.
Right?
And I think we let social media and so forth influence us in ways that aren't necessarily positive.
Right. Absolutely.
And so... here's an example.
Okay, go ahead.
My husband and I, we've been together now 24 years.
Okay.
And,
congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. And so, we a long time ago made a decision, I think probably before we even got married, that, birthdays, anniversaries, that sort of thing is not going to be celebrated.
Oh.
Why?
Okay.
Because we celebrate every day.
Okay.
We try to make every day
a celebration, right?
Not a celebration, but I want my partner to know that I love him every single day.
Okay.
It's not a special day. It's all day, every day. And then the only thing that we do is we make sure that we're home together.
Okay.
And then we will do something together. But we don't do the gifts. We don't, like Valentine's Day, we don't do the diamonds and the jewelry or any candy, none of that.
Okay.
We just make sure that we have that day together. That's the only goal.
So that specific, any holidays, you make sure you're together that day.
That's the only.
And it doesn't necessarily need to have gifts and flowers and roses, all that stuff.
No.
Okay. So is that part of your love language, though?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how we relate to each other.
Okay, I got that. Yeah. I got that. So
it just we just found that, you see all the ads, love means whatever, buying a diamond.
Yeah.
And we just feel like there's just a different kind of, when you start putting that sort of stress onto a relationship, I have to do this or I must do that or act.
Got you. It's just, you feel in your relationship it's just too much.
It's too much. Just reel it back. What's important is that nut of why you're together in the first place.
Got you.
Because you just love each other.
You
like being each other's company.
Right.
So capitalize on that. Celebrate that.
True.
So take your special day for that. Yeah, but that's where I see a lot of its changes. There's been sort of this monetary assignment to showing love.
And another perspective is like a lot of times people see people on social media and it's like they think they could adapt that into their relationship and it's not.
It's not a one size fits all.
You can't do that. Whatever is working for you in your relationship is how you got to handle it. So. And that's where the influence of social media is moving into the home, and then just polluting the way they view how to love their loved ones based off of someone else.
Yeah.
Not good.
Really, it's just a matter of just staying engaged and plugged into your own house and your own partner.
Absolutely. The physiological interpretation of love, classical and contemporary physiological view on love from Plato and Aristotle to modern existing list. Oh, man, these big words are coming at me. In feminist perspective, love as an ethical concept, relationship between love, morality, and altruism. Altruism?
Altruism.
Okay. What's altruism?
Self-love, I think.
Altruism, self-love?
Self-love, I believe.
Okay. All right, appreciate that.
I'm not sure.
The significance of love, love as a means of finding meaning, purpose in life. So sometimes people go into a state of harmony to find that love center. You know, I think just like they always say work balance, something like that.
Work-life balance.
Yeah, I think love is I think it's a place where you get to yourself, to identify yourself, know who you are, because you got to love yourself to be able to give love out, right?
Exactly.
You know, so absolutely. So definitely love yourself to give love out.
And
you know,
be forgiving.
Oh, that is huge.
Being forgiving is really big.
Yeah, you gotta forgive
yourself and those that have done things against you.
And those that have done,
you know, just forgive them. Everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah.
We're not talking about, you know, really, really bad things. You know,
right.
We're talking about love and relationships because sometimes we'll say things or we'll do something that we didn't really think that was a bad thing, but it affected our partner in a way that kind of was not so great.
Right.
And so just be cognizant of that and be willing to forgive your partner and to offer that, I'm sorry, I'll do better next time. You know, just be forgiving and loving.
True. Conclusion to this part concludes that the synthesizing psychological, social culture, physiological insight into a holistic understanding of love. It emphasized the need for interdisciplinary approach to fully grasp the complexity of love, suggests direction for future research, particularly in exploring the impact of global culture shift and technological advancement on the experience of love. So it's a global thing.
It is.
That correlates with technology as the world moves, right? The world is constant movement. One continent wants to be more quicker in technology advancement versus another one. So it's a constant battle. You know, it's like back in kids, you know, back in high school, back in kindergarten, whatever. Oh, I got the latest Jordans, right? And then now the other one got to go back. Oh, I got the newest Jordan, you know? So it's always a battle with man to get there the quickest. So technology is always going to keep going. I appreciate technology, you know, because if I didn't have a GPS, man, I'd be lost. I don't know how they did maps back in the day.
I tell you what, I have the worst directions without serious landmarks. So I get you.
Yeah, so so I appreciate technology. I think those that misuse technology is not cool. You know.
So you know, there's just you know, there's a lot of positive stuff out there on the web. I mean, that you can get into and read, but there's also a lot of negative as well. And I was just watching one the other day. This person was offering up, you know, their opinion about a situation, and they just got hammered. And so it's like we as a society, can we just back off of that a little bit and just kind of appreciate what everybody brings to the table? You know, I just feel like we, you know, if we just, again, I don't mean to sound preachy, but it's just loving each other and accepting each other for what we as individuals are bringing to the table. Nobody's going to be like Chris. Nobody's going to be exactly like me. That's not the intention. The intention here is to be cohesive and understand that, you know, we are one. We are humanity.
Yeah, we're definitely one.
We're one.
Love sees past color. It's all, we're all one.
We are
You're
all
absolutely
one.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
just, you know, there's so much struggle going on outside of our own borders.
True.
Just stay focused on the prize. It will make your day feel better. You'll feel better, and so will everybody around you.
Right.
Don't let that negativity rain on your parade.
Okay.
Just keep that love going.
Absolutely.
That positive energy going.
Good love.
Yeah.
All right. Real quick break. Today we got a new sponsor.
Yeah, that's so exciting.
Bonsana Fairy Hot Sauce is a new hot sauce company, local here, and you can find them on bonsanafairy.com. BOUNSANAFURY.com. So you got hot, you know, hot is in the red.
Yeah.
And then the more mild is in the green.
Chili or is it
green? So
yeah.
And fantastic hot sauce. Definitely, guys, go check them out. They're online. They ship it right to you. I mean, you can see the seeds in these.
I
man.
know. You know this can be fiery.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
But you know what? There's nothing better. I mean, I just got to have a little fire on most of everything I eat.
Absolutely.
So I always have some good hot sauces around.
All right.
We ordered some in from England not too long ago.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Oh, you all into hot sauce.
I'm serious. Yeah, we did.
So definitely go check these guys out. BonsaniFairy.com. Bonsani. Man, I'm just messing up words today. Bonsana Fairy Hot Sauce. So definitely go check them out.
Yeah.
BonsaniFairy.com. All right.
It's a perfect size.
Yep. Absolutely. So
ready to ship.
Yep. All right.
Good job. Yeah.
And you know, if you guys have any products that you want us to do a plug on, we'll definitely do that for you. That's no problem.
Yep.
All right. So time's running. So let's get going here. In the 21st century, dating has undergone significant transformation.
I'll say.
Due to technology advancement, shifting social norms, and evolving cultural attitudes. These changes have collectively shaped contemporary perspective on love and romantic relationship. Yeah, they have. Absolutely.
Well, we were kind of talking about that this morning before we got underway, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
You know, is how people meet each other. You know, in the dating world now.
Where
do you go?
Yeah.
Where do you go if you don't go to do the bar scene and stuff? What do you do?
Yeah.
Technology is actually playing a pretty good role.
All these dating apps and stuff. So on the next list is that technology, online dating has been a huge spread, right?
Yeah.
Huge spread. The proliferation of dating apps and website that has revolutionized.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry. I'm telling you, they loaded with some big words. Just bear with me. All right. How people meet potential partners. Platforms like Tinder, Bumble, Cupid have made it easier to connect with others based on preferences and compatibility, right? The digitalization of dating has introduced new dynamics such as virtual communication and long-distance relationship, which have become more common and accepted, all right? So as these apps are people are downloading them to their phone now, easy access. I kind of like it in a way because the compatibility, right?
Yeah.
If I like soccer and you don't like soccer,
yeah.
you know,
yeah.
if I like something and you don't, so if we both like something,
Yeah.
it can help ease it through,
I
right?
think when online dating first came out, it kind of got sort of this, everybody's like poking at it a little bit, kind of not making fun of it necessarily, but it's like, I don't know about that. But actually, I think it's a great way to find potential partners, just for what he said.
Yeah.
You find people that are actually have things in common with you. I know several people that have met their partner online, and they have had very successful relationships, and so I think it's great.
I think if you do homework, right? Like some have, there's Christian mingle. If you're in a Christian base, there's Christian thing on there. And so I think if you could list different things that you want out of somebody, and if they showcase that, then it's you're just narrowing it down, right? I believe it takes you out of your radius. So that's where your long distance comes in.
Right.
So the trust and loyalty comes into play, right? And I think that forms a good bond, healthy bond. If you're establishing trust and loyalty from a distance,
right,
and then now you finally come together, that should solidify even a greater,
That's right. That's right.
my opinion.
No, I think you're, I don't know how the public feels about that at large, but I think it's fantastic because, I don't drink. So if I were single, where would I go? I'm not going to go to the bar scene.
So you wouldn't like, especially with the apps, if you don't drink, you wouldn't look for someone that does drink.
I wouldn't necessarily. I don't care if people drink. I just personally don't.
Right.
On occasion. But I mean, generally speaking, that's just not my bag. And so.
Yeah, absolutely.
If somebody was to drink every single night, I don't know.
I think you have a problem with that. And that's why I'm really hard on individuals that if you're looking for someone, don't compromise. If you don't want someone that drinks, then on that app it will show no alcohol. So you're expecting them, smoking. You're expecting them not to be drinking or smoking, right?
Right, exactly.
Because that's what you're desiring. So I just think if everybody be honest,
keep it real
on the apps, then you should have a better time frame.
At least you have a shot at making it a successful connection.
Exactly. Changing social norms. There is a greater acceptance of diverse relationship structures, including same-sex partnerships, open relationships, and polygamy. What's that?
Polygamy?
Yeah. Okay. Society is increasingly recognizing that love and commitment can manifest in various forms beyond traditional monogamous relationship. So that's society, right? Okay. The stigma surrounding premarital, oh Lord. Oh my goodness. Having sex first before marriage. I could not get that. I know though. I wanted to say. Yeah. Premarital sex, cohabitation has diminished, allowing individuals to explore their relationship more freely and without society pressures. So it seems like people are trying to form their own view and how things should be governed and regulated.
The whole chassis development fell by the wayside a long time ago.
We're talking on the natural side, but we also have spiritual components too as well. So I don't want to just be one-sided, right? All right, focus on individualism and self-discovery. Modern dating emphasize personal growth, self-discovery. Many people prioritize their careers, education, and personal goals, viewing romantic relationship as a complement to, right? So they're putting their careers, education, personal goals over everything else.
Yeah.
Rather than centering of their lives, these are greater emphasis on finding a partner who aligns with one's values, interests, long-term aspiration rather than conforming to society expectations.
Right.
Okay. So, time is getting away. So we talk about increased awareness of mental health.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to have that in
Mm-hmm.
tune.
The mental health component.
Yeah. About
And
love and a relationship.
Just real quick, what are your thoughts on that? People like, personal interjection. What are your thoughts on people sort of living together prior to? It used to be that was not an acceptable practice, obviously. But to sort of try that coat on before you actually buy it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough. I mean, obviously, it seems like we're going to have to talk about this again next week.
You might want to,
yeah, as the time is getting away from us. But yeah, like you said, back in the day, that the rather you marry before you actually, coming together. So, like I said, a lot has transcended from then to now. It doesn't make it right or wrong. Or let me take that out. I don't want to say right or wrong. Because I'm not the governor, I'm not the judge of it, right? So
it's
an individual thing dealing with their own spiritual walk or not spiritual walk. Let's put it that way.
Not for us to say.
I'm just here. We're just giving some contents out, right?
More than anything, and even if you're just kind of living under the same roof, though. It doesn't mean you necessarily have to sleep in the same bed. But it does give you an opportunity to learn about each other.
It tell you about the global shift when prices and inflation is going up. I have noticed a lot of people are rooming together. It doesn't mean they're together, but what it means is they can't afford
to be alone.
Trying to rent a $2,500
it's insane.
apartment. So what I've noticed, a lot of people are grouping together and living under the same roof just to divide up the bills and maintain. You know what I'm saying? Because prices have went up, cost of living went up, but the salary has not really went up.
It hasn't kept up.
No. So that's another scenario. So that's...
But that still plays into the love component.
Okay.
Because if you have, say, a home and you're sharing it with a couple of other individuals, you obviously maybe don't know each other when you first move in, maybe you do, but either way, there's compassion and love that goes even into that relationship, because you have to learn to cohabitate with each other. And with that comes that giving and taking situation, right? Genuine love for another person's well-being. Not just, it doesn't have to just be romantic.
Yeah. So gender roles and equality. Traditionally, gender roles in dating and a relationship are being challenged. There is a growing movement towards equality and shared responsibility in a relationship. So where you was talking about back in your day with our parents, the father would work, the mom would be home with the kids. So what it's saying here in the 21st century, there's a growing movement towards equality and shared responsibility in relationship. We both partners actively participating in decision making and caregiving. In summary, dating in 21st century reflects a more dynamic, inclusive, individualized approach to love. While technology has introduced new ways to connect, changing social norms, and an increase in awareness of mental health have reshaped the expectation and the experience of a romantic relationship. These trends suggest a more flexible and diverse understanding of love, where personal fulfillment and mutual respect are paramount.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I wanted to take a quick minute to say hi to everybody that's tuned in and watching us. Hello.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Yeah, I just noticed. I'm sorry. I'm seeing them starting to scroll up. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yes, absolutely.
Really
if you have any questions, please put your questions down, and we definitely got to follow up with this
Lydia? Is that Lydia?
next week as well. So our shows are usually every Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. So, all right, finishing up.
That's a really, really good point, though. Well, yep.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So, I wouldn't be fair if I don't bring in a biblical side to this, right? So, just like you got presidents, you got officials, government, policemen, everything is governed, right, according to laws and abiding by the laws, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're on the spiritual side, there's also a governing piece that also establish the foundation, right? So references from the King James Bible offers a cohesive and multifaceted perspective on love, emphasizing its divine, ethical, and interpretational dimensions. Several key themes and passages illustrate these viewpoints. There is divine love. God's love for humanity is a central theme in the Bible. John 3:16, it perhaps the most famous verses illustrated this. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believe in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. God is love, portrayed unconditional, sacrificial, and eternal setting standard for how believers should love one another. So if we establish good practice of love, this world should be a better place.
It should be.
It should be, right?
It should be.
Because
No,
go ahead. You sure?
Nope. You go.
So if God has laid a great foundation for us on love, then we should be able to have that same love, even though technology has interfered, or not interfere, or
changed the
landscape. Changed the whole landscape.
Mm-hmm.
We should still, that love piece should be still strong enough to respect you, respect me, continue our relationship, right?
Yeah.
Even though. So what do you want to say?
This is whenever I've engaged in any kind of religious conversation about anything concerning that, this is the takeaway that I have. Regardless of what your viewpoint is, there are points to be made that are just really easy to follow. If you think about some of the Christian beliefs, and that is like the 10 Commandments. Those are not hard to follow by, it's so whether you believe in it or not, they're guidelines that are reasonable. And so to love your neighbor it doesn't need to be a Christian thing. It came from the Bible, yes, to love your neighbor, but we should just be able to do that as human beings. We are part of the human experience. We have impact on each other. And so whether you are a Christian believer or not, these faith-oriented concepts, though, really resonate for part of the human experience. And so they're worthy of paying attention to.
Absolutely. I'm going to say another little key factor is we're over time. This was a good segment. So we're going to have to really follow up on this next week. So love as a commandment. The Bible emphasized that love is a fundamental commandment. In Matthew 22:37-39, Jesus articulates the greatest commandments. Thou shalt love thy Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself, as you were saying, right? The dual underscope importance of both divine and interpersonal love position it as a foundational ethical behavior. And then if I move down here real quick, love is an action. So we're going to end it here, love in action, and we're going to pick this up next week, right?
That would be great.
That would be great.
This is such an awesome topic.
Absolutely.
And it's something that I think all of us, we could benefit from it, Let's just be more open and loving. It's just,
Absolutely. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in today on the
Appreciate you so much,
Chris
really.
and Bec TV Show. Comes to you every Tuesday on 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And today we was sponsored by Impact Water. Impact Water is a pure mountain spring water, is loaded with electrolytes, alkaline balance, comes in a 16-ounce aluminum bottles. You can find it on impactwaterllc.com. We ship it right to your doorstep. So fantastic water, natural spring water.
Yep. It's got all that good stuff that you need in an aluminum can, 100% recyclable, reusable.
Right. So today was a very strong topic on love. We're still not done. We still got to get some more stuff to go through. Once again, I apologize for messing up some words.
He did fine.
But bear with me as I get through these big words here. I think applying love to or well, we're gonna keep talking. You know?
We could keep talking.
But what you gonna say?
I just really appreciate you guys tuning in and sharing this with us, because I don't know about you, but I just feel like love is something we could use a little more of.
Absolutely.
And so spread that love wherever you go.
Absolutely. So once again, thank you guys so much. As we continue to grow, we'll have some assistance to help us turn on these things. If not, right now we got to do it ourselves.
We're a two-man band.
Yeah, we got to do it ourselves. But thank you guys so much. So check us out next Tuesday. I think our schedules, everything's back on normal. Mm-hmm. So next Tuesday at 10 a.m., we will recap on love.
That's right.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. Now we're moving into the action of love.
The action of love.
All right.
What does that mean? I don't know. But we're going to find out next week.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Down here at the bottom. Yep.
Oops.
No. Okay. There you go. All right. Yeah. Hit X. Sure you want. All right.
Are we good?
All right, hang on.